Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. We have one more matchup coming up today. It's the final for the tournament. We are one versus Fuggly Wugglies. We announced the game on several places. We already have 4 people in on the match, so only 2 to go. Then we should be off for this first game of the final. I wanted to show you guys the lobby with the table of the thingy. So this is the final. We Are One has already defeated Golden Elephant, Custard Crew, Vegetable Juice, and the Fuggly Wugglies got a bye on the first game. They defeated Team Token. We covered that game a couple days ago. They defeated Hard Betrayal, and they defeated the big group earlier today. They're now up against We Are One for the final. Whoever wins this goes to the grand final. Whoever loses this goes to the losers bracket and has a chance to get back to the grand final once again and claim the grand finalist title of the thing. So yeah, whoever wins this is a very good chance of winning the whole tournament, and whoever loses will have one more chance at a comeback or a rematch later on. 5 members already on the match, 1 more to go, then we should be able to get streaming the match itself instead of my beautiful face. Apologies if I'm slow speaking today. It's been a long day. I'm already a bit brain dead, but hopefully I'll be able to cover this matchup and show you guys the final, the online champion. Tournament organized by Online Champion. They are Russian-based guys. I just helped them stream. We just have to wait for 1 more person to show up. So I'll switch back to the other layout. Starting soon, the final between We Are One and Fuggly Wugglies. Stay tuned. A couple of minutes should be underway. We should have all 6 members in, so we should be about to start. Grab your popcorn, grab your beer, a glass of water, tea. I only have water, don't have tea anymore. This is the final for almost all the marbles. And it will be starting momentarily. Here we go. The draft phase is underway. Switch views. Hide the team names. We have Fuggly Wugglies on the blue side, and we have We Are One on the right side. Should probably fix the team names because they are swapped, I believe. Do that real quick as we see the bans come out. Ban for Churnwalker first. And the red team responds with a typical Anka. Let's see what Fuggly Wugglies prefer. They prioritized the Finn a lot on the previous matchup against the big group. Let's see if they go for Finn again. Or the Vox. Decisions. Or the Arden. Decisions. We will have an Arden and an Idris on the side of We Are One. Adagio to round up. That's an interesting pick. Adagio not been playing very much on 3 versus 3. It does have its usability. Also left to be acknowledged if it's playing on the lane or in the jungle or as a support role. It's probably as a support. Level deciding on the Silvernail. A very sustaining range character. Interesting draft so far. And they're going to round up with a Cruel. And now on the side of the red team, they need something to counter that Cruel. Probably CP Sky, I would suggest. That would be my first idea. Let's see what these guys decide. They go for the CP Sky indeed. So very interesting matchup we will have here. Will be very hard for that Cruel to be able to get on top of someone. I guess he will have to focus on a burst-oriented build. Also curious to see if that Silvernail is going to play CP or weapon. I would suggest weapon, but since Cruel is probably also weapon, or double weapon is a bit easy to itemize against. So let's see. Already have the match underway. Let me turn on the names of the teams. And we are here at the Halcyon Fold. Ready to rock and roll and break some vein crystals. Steal some minion camps. Kill some potatoes. Do some troll recalls. All the good stuff. Let me know what you guys think on the chat. Who do you think is going to win? Who has the best draft? All that jazz. You guys need to help me stay awake, man. I haven't slept all the hours that I should have. That camp's getting taken. Bank just poking a little bit of damage on this Elder Treant. Diogo is asking about the matchup that we're gonna have tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be live. It's gonna be streamed at Little Old Lady's Twitch. So be sure to subscribe to her channel. It's a King of the Hill tournament that's happening in Europe server tomorrow night. Broken Idris feed is a good game. Well, yeah. Idris is so strong right now. Both on 3 versus 3 and 5 versus 5, so it's going to be hard for this team to deal with them. But I believe in Fuggly Wugglies. They just have to put a lot of pressure early on. A little bit of poke damage there, but both teams just farming away. So, oh, Sky there wanted a piece of that Silvernail, but nice body block from Arden, keeping him safe. Meanwhile, Cruel is gonna camp on this Elder Treant side. He's gonna recall back home. He already did the Elder Treant. Blue team already ahead by half a K of gold. Yeah, it is double CP versus double weapon. This is gonna be interesting. Well, very easy to itemize against. But the Idris build might be a hybrid build at some point. He might get either Serpent's Mask or Poison Shiv. So we'll have to see. Yeah, but not what you usually see on 3 vs 3 games, that's for sure. Cruel doing another Elder Treant for free. Jungle advantage definitely going on to the side of Cruel early on this game. Even did a little jungle invade here, but just decided to recall when he spotted Idris. Nothing to worry about. No blood yet on the Alcyon Fold this evening. Or this match, rather. Already had some blood this evening.
Jungle has intensified.
Main damage will be coming from the CP side, says Vontad 1991. I'm not entirely sure, because this Cruel will be doing a lot of fast hitting, and I don't think... well, Idris will do a lot of damage, that's for sure, but Sky will have to have those cooldowns ready to be able to keep the damage going. And if both Cruel and the Silver Nail are both fed, they should be able to do a lot of basic attack damage. It's hard to say who has the advantage. I think the advantage is on the side of We Are One right now, the red team. Because they have range, and range is very good against the Cruel. But we'll have to see how they play out these team fights. Can increase the game level a little bit. I think it's a bit too low. Should be a bit better now. Yes, it is NA Kaba. Welcome to the stream. It's the final of the online champion tournament. It's double elimination though, so there will be a grand final in a couple more days. But whoever wins this will have 1 foot already in the grand final. Still no blood on the Alcyon Fold. Well, you can always get a Bone Saw if you're a weapon, and Cruel is known for having Bone Saw as well on his kit of typical builds, so... And Silver Nail as well, for that matter. Dagio has to pop the boots to get away there. Little squirmage, still no kills. 6 minutes in. Silver Nail releasing the poison there. I got the poison. I got the remedy. From Hillsart wants to connect onto this Idris, but misses for a sliver. And they are going to do a disconnect. Or a disengage, rather. But still time to steal those back camps. Thank you, Kaba, for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy the rest of the match. Cruel wants to punish this Adagio for overstepping, but Idris and Sky are going on the way. He decides to back off. He goes away, burning. Another engage coming out. Death from above. Gauntlet. Forward barrage putting down this Arden a lot. Here comes the Silver Nail. The silence missing everyone though, but was enough to dissuade the red team to back off. Adagio still has vision there. The red team might want to come here and contest this gold miner. They're very low though, they need to be careful. Here comes the Cruel, tries to get a kill onto that Idris, not quite connecting or not doing enough damage to finish him off. Silver Nail dangerously low, tries to lay down the silence, misses the silence, but just gives first blood to the side of the blue team. They do square things up with that kill. The Cruel doing double kill even. He might go for the third one on the Sky. It's a bit risky though. Sky versus Cruel. Usually the Sky from Hell's Heart equalizing that difficulty here, but the smite not quite enough to finish him off. Arden body blocking a little bit there, trying to make sure that Level is able to back off. Level still wants a little piece of this Sky though. He's going forward and he gets the kill. Nice kill. Nice play by Level. Taking a chance there, but paying off in the end. Going a little bit low here, but Elusive doesn't want the chase. And the minion candy got popped in the lane. This will be first turret out of that team fight. 1k gold lead for the side of Fuggly Wugglies so far. A very close matchup though. But you already saw the damage of the Cruel. Let's take a look at builds real quick while these guys do their standard rotations. Sorrowblade on the Silver Nail. Cruel actually go for Impossible Shiv, which is, I guess it's okay considering that Adagio has those healing abilities. I'm not sure if that's what you want to do on this particular formation. I would have gone for burst damage instead. While we are looking at builds, a turret went away, but I think that's fine. We had Dragon's Eye and alternating current on Idris, but he seems to be doing a little weapon, so we will do a hybrid build indeed. Sky only has Frostburn so far, so she's a bit behind in builds. Very curious that that Poison Shiv itemization. What do you guys on the chat think? Do you guys agree with the Poison Shiv first item? I mean, it's good that he has attack speed out of it as well as the Mortal Wounds, but he doesn't really need Mortal Wounds. He needs to burst the hell out of the enemy. And for that, you usually take on Sorrowblade. Although the opponent team doesn't have any Mortal Wounds of their own so far. So this might give him a little bit of an edge on those team fights. We're going for another gold miner here. Here comes Elusive to try and contest it. Ibang does have the ultimate available as well. He can try to use it. See if he does go for it. He does start it. The ultimate from Arden as well. It is Adagio that gets the gold miner in the end. From Hellsart not connecting to anyone. And Level wants a one-on-one versus Sky. And almost gets it. Aiden decides first to run away. He needs more boots. That little perk there is helping. Forward barrage into the wrong direction. Will help him reposition with the Surrey Strike. Not enough boots to get away from Level. He needs to kite better, that Sky. Sky needs to learn to kite properly. I think it's just a lack of boots at this point. He has only level 1 boots. Well, he bought level 2 boots now, I believe. But Cruel already has level 3, and that's where the difference is coming from, most probably. Nice defensive itemization already on the Cruel. This will give him even more sustain on those team fights until the Broken Myth comes online. And he will be able to avoid the ultimate from Adagio stunning him as well. Or the death from above, from Sky. I'm weary he doesn't have enough attack damage though. I still want to see that Sorrowblade come online. Silvernell gets a Shiver Steel of himself, of his own. Or Poison Shiv, not Silver Steel. What the hell? Poison Shiv. Forward Barrage, just doing a little poke damage. Nothing a Vanguard can't prevent. Death from above, not literally connecting onto anyone. Forward Barrage doing a little more damage, but only with the Frostburn online. Well, he does have the Dragon's Eye now, but still not doing enough damage. Needs to get those stacks going first. Fuggly Wugglies want to put some pressure on this lane. Cruel wants an engage. He's waiting for the right opportunity. Finally finds it. Tries to go down onto this Sky. From Hellsart manages to close the gap. And he stays alive with the Fountain on the last minute. Idris doing a lot of damage, but he's 1 versus almost 3. He does manage to get a kill onto Silvernail, and Cruel now needs to finish him off, and he's just not being able to do so. The healing from Adagio keeps Idris well up in health. The mortal wounds apparently not enough to keep this Idris in check. They need more burst damage, I believe. Idris, once the ace, is going for it. Invader Sin dies, and it is indeed an ace and a Crystal Sentry. This Idris just doing so much damage. Let's take a look at his build right now. He has the typical Dragon's Eye, Alternating Current, and Serpent's Mask. We've been seeing this build a lot. Let's see what item he's going to do as the last attack. He doesn't even have any defense itemization against weapon. How the hell is he able to stay alive so long? Is it just the health from Adagio? I guess the Serpent's Mask also helps, but both of the enemy carries have Poison Shiv. Silvernail already so low, already dead. Forward Barrage not quite connecting anyone there, but Idris is doing so much damage. He wants a piece of this Cruel. From Hell's Heart stops him. No, he doesn't. No, it doesn't. This Idris is unstoppable. Someone needs to do something about him. And I have no clue what. I guess Slumbering Husk is the only answer to stop this Idris from destroying anything. Or from destroying everything. Sky was a bit touchy there on her game, but Idris really compensating and giving a clear lead to this red team from We Are One right now. Adagio overextending a bit here. Just trying to get some vision in, I guess. Hold that lane, perhaps. Red team buying some infusions. They want another team fight. They're both on level 12 already. So is almost everyone from the side of Fuggly Wugglies. Only Arden was stuck in level 11. Now gets from Death from Above on his head, stunning him up, and ends up with the kill. Another kill given to the side of We Are One. They are clearly taking lead of this game. They're going for the Kraken. No fear, just Kraken. Will the Silvernail or Cruel try to contest it? No, they won't. They're too afraid of this Idris. Hybrid Idris is so broken right now. Let's see what this team from the side of the blue side, what they can do to stop this base rush with the... not base rush, Kraken pull. Kraken push, Kraken push. One turret is down. Turret is down. Nice gauntlet there, trying to get a decent engage onto the Idris. He does get slammed against one of the... From Hell's Heart now coming out, but this game belongs to Idris. Mortal wounds not enough to finish him off. Cruel wants a piece of him. He's still alive though. Blood for blood, anything? No. He just won't die. No one can kill this Idris, and that's an ace. It's probably the first game. A death by hybrid Idris build. That's what happened right now. He was so low. I mean, they had a good engage there from Fuggly Wugglies, but Idris just stayed alive by a miracle. Good game, good matchup, weird draft, weird builds, but nice win for We Are One in the end. Let's go to the lobby while we change the team names. We Are One leading this final 1-0 so far. I think we're ready for match 2 already. Vainglory is finding a match for our complete party. That inside is asking a second. Well, the match is still trying to be found. Don't know if you will have a second. Apparently he does, because he hasn't started yet. Whew, what an intense first match. Very well played. And I guess they will ban the Idris this time around, because they clearly proved that maybe the Vox will be able to handle this Idris, or they need a pick specific to deal with the Idris. I would just ban him though. Player has rejoined. Let's see if they are ready now. Apparently they are. Let's go onwards to the game number 2. Here we go. Draft phase already underway. Ban on Churnwalker. Ban on Anka. And the Idris. There it is again. Invaders in taking the Adagio away. I guess they don't like the combo of Adagio Idris. Or can Adagio be considered a natural counter to Idris? I mean, he can slow him down and heal himself up. He can wait for Idris to dive onto him. Maybe, if you can play it properly. I guess it's a bit of a counter to Idris. The Cruel is the follow-up pick, which will be countered by a Sky, and then the Lance on the side of We Are One to round up the composition. A Lance and Sky is a good counter to Cruel. I would actually use Cruel as a captain right now and pick something that could deal with that Sky a bit better.
Swap heroes?
They are going more old school or standard. They go for the Arden pick. Left to be discovered if the Arden will be support or lane. I guess since Invader Zim is playing him, is going to be support. Let's see if Level can level up the playing field with this Cruel. I mean, didn't work very well for him on the previous matchup, but apparently he feels confident that he can pull it off against a very similar composition. The only difference is pretty much the Adagio getting swapped around.
The battle for the Halcyon Fold has begun.
The battle for the Halcyon Fold has begun indeed. Nice party hats. Idris with the pirate hat. Sky has the halo. Lance has the blue party hat. Do you have any hats on the other side? Oh, Arden doesn't have a party hat. And 2 halos on the Cruel and Adagio. That's why Fuggly Wugglies is behind right now, because they're missing a party hat on that Arden. You need to party, man. If you don't have fun, it's a lot harder to win. pro tip right there. See who gets this first Elder Treant. Slam with the Giftian Wall, not enough to take it. It was Cruel that got the Elder Treant in the end. But Cruel also got pretty much all of the Elder Treants on the previous game and then really suffered through the late phase. So that doesn't mean much. Have to wait a little bit longer, wait for this laning phase to go through. See who gets that first blood. Highbank wants to delay this lane a little bit longer, but there's a limit to how much poke he can get from that Adagio. Still Giftian Wall this this lane push, but he decides not to. Idris is already there to take care of business anyways. Missing a little bit of farm, but nothing overwhelming. Let me know what you guys think on the chat. Who do you think has the best composition? Who do you think is gonna win? We have another takedown of another Elder Treant. Going once again for that Cruel. Blood for blood there. Getting answered with an Impale. And Cruel is waiting for one more of those Elder Treants. Let's take a look at the lane. Just hoping we had more Elder Treant action there, but apparently not. Skylands just farming. Nothing much happening in this early game. Just typical rotations. I'm gonna take this wonderful opportunity to load up the names of the heroes in case I have a blank. A little bit of a skirmish going on. What time is the finals tomorrow? Well, technically speaking, this is called the finals, but I guess you mean the grand finals. The grand finals is not scheduled to be tomorrow. It's originally scheduled to be December 3rd, but the teams can play earlier if they want, so it depends a lot on the teams. Tomorrow we will have the losers bracket semifinals. And the day after that, we will have the losers bracket finals. And the day after that, then we will have the grand finals. You can check the dates that they're supposed to play on at onlinechampions.com, the website of the tournament itself. That's from above, totally missing there. Blue team a bit waiting for the late game, not quite wanting to engage. Just wants to farm up their jungle. They do manage to secure it despite the blood for blood coming out from Arden there. They miss these potatoes. They give them, or leave them up for level to pick them up. Idris going dangerously low, but so is Adagio. He manages to dodge that Impale though. Otherwise he would have been in a bad place. Another Impale dodge. Phyllis is managing to avoid these Impales very well. That aside, stealing a little bit of Elusive's farm. Will they try to put some pressure onto this turret? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. We have a little bit of engage going down here. Sorry, I was missing that. Minion Candy gets used to take out this first turret. Death from above. Tries to punish someone, but completely misses all the targets. And they just take the opportunity to recall back home. Let's follow Adagio for a little bit. Okay, I was just confirming if this is a best of 3 or not, and indeed it is. All matches are up to 2 wins, so best of 3. Only the grand final is best of 5. So yeah, this is best of 3. Same as the previous games on this tournament so far. Yeah, the gold invade, a gold miner started here. Let's see if the blue team tries to contest it or not. They do have a nice engage. Suri Strike avoiding, but From Hell's Art connecting. Dead inside going dangerously low. Is forced to pop the flask. Cruel not taking any damage whatsoever because he's not the main target. And Idris is not around to help his teammates. He's pushing the lane. Farming up, waiting for that late game. It worked for them on the previous game, so it might work again now. Getting wall, slamming 2 members against wall, just to annoy them a little bit. Idris might try to contest this gold miner with a chakra. Let's see. Oh, the red team decides to disengage. Respecting that they were taking too long to take the gold miner and were probably about to get swamped by the opponent team. Decide to let it go. They are 1k ahead in gold, or 1k and a half. And they need this win to stay in the tournament, or in the winner's side of the tournament, to go to the grand finals as the main winner, let's call it that. Let's take a look at builds. Both divergent paths unlock. Actually, Poison Ship is not enough to unlock the divergent path of weapon for Idris. He has to use a weapon infusion. A lot of crystal bits and weapon bits to complement though. Sky doing the same build as before. Frostburn and now probably the Dragon's Eye. And like the previous game, is being overrun by this Cruel, who is still not a burst Cruel. He decided to go for Serpent's Mask instead of the Poison Ship he did on the previous game. Adagio doing a lot of damage with that CP builds though. Let's take a look at the skirmish that's happening here. Cruel got a bit caught out of position. From Hell's Art will keep him safe. The last hit from Idris will get him another kill and feed him a little bit more. His first kill on this game so far. Let's go back to the builds, I guess, to see. Well, fountains both sides. Atlas Pauldron is not the best. I guess it can help deal with this Idris, but wouldn't be my top priority. Fuggly Wugglies decides to start the gold miner again. Did we already went through this? Yeah, they decide to let it go again. Don't want to overcommit to that objective while the opponent team is around. Level needs to be careful here. Don't overextend like he did on the previous team fight. time to stay together. Wait for the Kraken. They decide to go for the gold miner once again. Forcing a team fight maybe. Let's see what comes out of it. Infusion from Idris. Uses his ultimate defensively. From Hellsart not collecting onto anyone. Do we have a kill already? A Fountain gets popped. Cruel still wants a piece of this, but he's left alone 1 versus 3. Can he kill the Idris? No, he can't. The assist from Sky finishes him off. And I think we already have the Idris pretty much online. He's already almost unkillable. I would think he would have went for the Serpent's Mask, but he decided the Poison Shift, probably to deal with the Adagio better. We Are One takes this immense gold payout and takes the lead in terms of gold. They are 1k ahead. Very close matchup. But we're starting to see a reprise of the previous matchup with Idris doing so much damage. He is also taking a lot of damage, but I think it's mostly from Adagio. Nice impale there. Just a cheeky hit. Not much comes out of it. Invader Zim starting this Crystal Sentry. I don't know why. They're completely out of position. The Cruel is not anywhere near to help them out. Arden going dangerously low. The ultimate coming out from Idris. He's very low himself though. Just needs one more hit to finish him off. Adagio, everyone from the red team is low. The Fountain finally gets popped. Was still in cooldown. Cruel wanted a piece of that Sky, but is forced to back away. Ibang zoning them out very well. Leaving Idad inside on the backside. Will be able to take Invader Zim out. Yes, he will. Suri Strike from Hell's Heart hitting on Lance. Nice body block there. And now the red team is in a very bad position. Cruel, the last man standing. Will he be able to take out the Sky? Yes, he will, but he will also die right afterwards, giving an ace to the side of We Are One. We Are One won the first match. This is the second match. 2 minutes till the Kraken spawns. And we have a reprise of how broken the hybrid build on the Idris is right now on the current meta. He's very squishy, but he does so much damage. If he runs against the gauntlet of Arden like he did on a couple of team fights, that might be a good way to stop him. But he needs to do that mistake. And that's a very iffy mistake. Meanwhile, Sky does her poke. Zoning out the opponent team. Might have another engage here. Cruel wants to dive in. Here comes the gauntlet. Not quite getting anyone, or not getting the Idris that they want. Sky is awfully low though, but Cruel wants to go for the Idris instead and just pays for his life. Nice trade between Adagio and Sky there, but unfortunately Idris is left alive. That's an ace, and they should be able to take another objective. Probably this gold miner before the Kraken spawns up. Definitely some advantage on the side of We Are One. They might be able to take this second game from Fuggly Wugglies. That insistence on the Cruel is not paying out for Fuggly Wugglies. He needs either more defense or more burst damage. Slightly different build. Or for his build to fully come online. He might not have finished his build completely yet. But this Idris is definitely online. He can only get more defensive now. Geofrozen saying that Vegetable Juice did better than Hammers against this We Are One team. That was a very close series as well. This team is definitely having a lot of difficulties handling We Are One. Another impale here. I mean, they have been doing good on the early game, but on the late game, it just doesn't pay off. Mostly because they've been letting this Idris come through. Double man impale there, and another kill going for the side of We Are One. Double kill. Cruel needs to be careful here. You might get impaled. The Idris taking a ride with the lance there. He wants to go full in onto this Cruel. Forward barrage, enough to kill Cruel. That's another ace for the side of We Are One. They will take this turret and probably go for the Kraken next. No, they want to try to finish the game. Really? Are you sure? Because Adagio is about to spawn and Arden is about to spawn. Let's see. Lance awfully low. A nice gauntlet there, not quite connecting anyone though. They want to go onto this Idris, not doing enough damage to finish him off, and that's game number 2. The Vein Crystal just got shattered. Guys, don't let Idris get through on 3 vs 3. Awesome play by Elusive there on both games with the Idris really consolidating the win. I mean, the Sky was there doing her damage, but most of the wins were both on Idris, in my humble opinion at least. Thank you Luke03 for the follow, I appreciate that. That's it for this series. Good game for both teams. We don't have any other matchup, I think. Right now we're fighting Custard Church in half an hour. Okay, so we might have another game coming up. Let me check with Lusunu. One of the games of the losers bracket will be coming up next. Let's see if they are starting soon. How long ago did he write this? 10 minutes ago. So 10 minutes ago you said half an hour. So it's about 15 minutes from now. Probably 15 minutes. So yeah. I don't know if I should wait or not. Decisions. I think I'm gonna end the stream and then see if we will get back or not. So don't forget to follow and subscribe and all that jazz. And we'll be right back if we will have another stream. If we don't, then see you tomorrow for a couple more games. And the final will be in a couple days as well. Let's find someone to raid, I guess. Let's see, who do we have that we can raid? Who is currently online? FlashX is online, let's raid him. FlashX is one of my all-time heroes. So let's raid him. And we might come back in 15 minutes for another matchup or not. I don't know. So see you guys. Bye bye. Take care.